You know, I really hope the glare isn't an issue throughout this video, because I'm not really going to take him out of the protective sleeve, so I just really hope you can see him. Hey, what's up you guys, it's Steph, and yes, I know I put out a poll on Twitter asking about what I should post for my Black Friday video, and everyone voted for a bookstore vlog, but I'm working Black Friday, aka today. When this video goes live, I'm going to be standing at a cash register ringing people up for something probably covered in glitter, because I work at a craft store. So, that video, if it happens, will be going up on Monday. Like I said, if it happens. Today, though, I'm going to be going with the least voted answer, and one that I've been talking about for half the month since I got these at the beginning of the month. And that is a comic book haul. Whoa! I did get these at the beginning of the month. I've been talking about them and how excited I've been. And saying, should I do a video? Should I wait for my wrap-up? Guess what? We're doing the video right now because your girl needs content. Okay? So I got quite a few comic books. These all cost me like $3 or $4 for all of these. They're like $1 each. It was a very good day. Very, very good day. Got a nice stack of comic books to add to my collection. My boxes already doesn't fit comic books, so they're just going to go into my overstack pile, which is already growing out of control. I need a new box. So I have read this many of the comics that I got, and most of them I read right before filming this video because I wanted to read all of them, but then I realized I really just need to film so I can have this edited and done before I have to go to work on Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Fun! So I guess I'll talk about the ones that I read first, which is all of these babies, and then I'll talk about the other ones as well. What you should know, like a preface for this, I went in looking for Hawkeye comic books because Hawkeye is my guy. I love Hawkeye, I love the character, I love the storylines. These comic books are really hard to find at these like comic book conventions that I go to though. Like not many people support Hawkeye, and it makes me sad inside. Follow up to that, I like to get Captain America, Green Arrow. I'll go for Green Lantern if he's integrated with Green Arrow, but I actually did pick up a lot of Green Lanterns this time around, which is, I don't know, it just kind of happens. He was there. I also really enjoy the Demon from DC, you know, the yellow guy, the Rise Demon Etrigan. I believe that's how you pronounce it. You know, I used him in one of my tags. Like, there is a clip of him in there. I mentioned him. Like, I don't know what tag it is, but it's there. Maybe I should just insert the clip here, too, just in case. Maybe. Future editing stuff, if you do, it'll be right here.
Gone, the form of man. Rise, the demon Etrigan.
So first up, let's look at one of the ones that really sparked my Green Lantern buying binge, and that is Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Hard Traveling Heroes, The Next Generation, Part 1. First of all, thank you that it was a Part 1, that way I can jump into the start of the story and then just wonder where it goes, because I don't know how many parts this is. But I love when Green Lantern and Green Arrow team up. This one is not the original Green Lantern and Green Arrow. It is Oliver Queen's son and like one of the newer versions of Green Lantern. So, there's that. I really enjoyed it. As most comic books do, it alluded back to older issues with them going and looking for his dad. I can't remember their names. I read this the day I got it, and that was like 2 weeks ago, okay? Sorry, I don't know their names. But they're going looking for Green Arrow's dad, met him, all that stuff. So this whole thing centers around looking for our Green Lantern's dad. Or it's like his family or something. I think it was his dad. And I really enjoyed it. There was a fight scene at a bar, and I really enjoyed it. He is super innocent, and I love that about him. He is super feisty and, like, ready to punch someone in the face, and I like that about him. So I'm really interested to get the rest of this series. And plus, I just love the tag team duo of Green Lantern and Green Arrow, like I said. Give me more of it. Next up, I read The Demon, Be All That You Can Be. Now, I'm pretty sure this was the end of, like, a couple comic book storyline. And I was not expecting what I read. I was not expecting there to be, like, undead Nazis. I halfway don't know what I read. I just know it was the Demon, and there were some great rhymes. You know, he could... I don't know. I really don't know what I read with this one. It was the Demon. They were Nazis. Like I said, I feel like it was the end of a multi-comic book storyline. And yeah, it was definitely interesting. Next up are two that go together, and they are The Dreaming. Both somehow managed to be like the same storyline, despite them being like 9 and 10 in a series. This was like Weird Wedding Part 1 and Weird Wedding Part 2. It kind of just drops you in the middle. Like I said, they are 9 and 10 of the series. So It follows this, I don't even know how to describe this. It follows a chick, and she's in a coma after being hit by a big semi. And so she's in this dream world, and her fiance is in the real world. So you kind of split there, and I guess one of her exes is also in the dream world because he's dead. And everything just kind of ties together, but at the same time, I'm very confused, and I'm not sure what I read. There was a talking frog in this one, a talking toad, and then, like, a talking crow. So there's that. Like, he's on the cover as well. There's that. I have no idea what I read. Next up was one I was super excited to find. And that is Man Bat. Yeah. I loved it. I love this one. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's a man who gets turned into a bat. That's all you need to know. And it was a short one. It was about 18 pages, I think, where he, it's this research team going after him, trying to bring him back to his wife and try to get him back to normal. But in the end, doesn't end up working like that. There was another story in here, too. I did not read that one. I was just here for Man Bat. I'll go back and read the other one, but I just really wanted to read the Man Bat one because Man Bat, come on. Then lastly, of the ones that I read out of all this one was a total cover buy, but I was also excited because Aquaman. And it's Superman versus Aquaman. There's not even much of the verses in here. A lot of this content is just revolving around the storyline of Lex Luthor running for president. And how he's possibly going to win the presidentiary race. And it's terrifying. And I absolutely love the art style, like the cover art, and then the art style within the book. I love the kind of over cartoony look of it, and it was so good. I absolutely loved it. That was like the whole reason I bought this, because this cover art was so amazing. I wanted to see some Aquaman and Superman fighting, but it didn't happen in this issue. It was a to be continued clickbait. I want to get the others. Clickbait worked fantastic. Now let's get on to the ones that I didn't read and that I just got, and I will eventually read, but not right now. So I got this 50th special anniversary issue of Green Lantern. This one made me so excited because we have all the different versions of Green Lantern up to the point where this one came out, which was when? This is 50 years. There's no year on. Usually there's a year. Oh, December 91. So in 91, that was 50 years of Green Lantern, which is, I just thought this was really badass. I mean, just look at that. Alan Scott, the original Green Lantern, returns, and it's just so cool looking, and then got Green Lantern up here for 50 years. I love it. I dig it. I can't wait to read this one. Next up was one I started to read, but didn't finish, and that was a new talent showcase from DC. And I started reading the one with the cover, that the storyline is on the cover art. There's about 2 or 3 stories in here. And this one, they're twins. One's trained to fight, one's trained in magic. It wasn't super interesting, so I didn't finish it, and I didn't look at the other ones. But there's also, like, this kind of futuristic tech guy. So we go from medieval to futuristic tech. And then there's a guy with a wolf head in the woods for some reason right there. And it seemed interesting. It was kind of interesting. I'll go back to it and maybe try it, but... And then if you guys know me, you know that one of my favorites is Captain America. Hell yeah. Chris Evans, such a good portrayal. Can't wait to see what they do with his character. I really hope Sam takes over Cap. Or even Bucky, but Bucky's being lined up to be White Wolf. White Wolf, right? At the end of Black Panther. But whatever they do with the character, I'm excited to see it. And I'm also going to be heartbroken, but I'm excited. So 2 of these come from the 25th anniversary of Marvel. They don't really tell you the storylines. It's just Captain America and all the faces around him. Captain America fighting a guy with a sword and a shield. Captain America, good work, man. The Avengers have murdered the Soviet super soldiers. I don't know. My dad threw this one at me, and he's like, it's Captain America, go ahead. And I didn't read it until after I bought it, so it's mine now. There's also this one's just Captain America, also fighting a dude in an avalanche, it looks like. I haven't read these ones yet, but they're joining my big bulk of Captain America comics. I think most of the rest of these are Green Lantern. Like I warned you guys, like I got a lot of Green Lantern. Before we get into that, let's go into one that my sister actually gave me. She got like a grab bag, like she won a thing, and she's like, I don't like X-Men, so you can have this. So I have the Uncanny X-Men Enter the Lost Souls. It looks pretty interesting. I don't know the storyline, I don't know the story, but I'm definitely willing to check it out. It's number 382, so I'm excited to see it. It's a direct edition, all that fun stuff. I'm excited to check it out. So I got, like I said, a lot of Green Lanterns. Okay, big thing was I read the Green Lantern and Green Arrow, and I realized how much I liked this iteration of Green Lantern. So most of these are that new iteration of Green Lantern. They have him on the cover. And then the third one is from when? It's from 92, so he doesn't exist yet. And it is Who Will Be Earth's Green Lantern? Oh, there's also one on the back. Flynn shows another comic I got, but I didn't have a back for it, so I stuck it in here. I think this one's supposed to be like a little horror anthology or something like that. It looked interesting. The cover child is kind of creepy, so I was into it. Anyway, back to Green Lantern. So in this one, I like the idea of the storyline. It looks like they're fighting to the Green Power Ring death. You know what I mean? And you got some Superman, some Batman. It looks like... Oh, there's 3 Green Lanterns on the cover. I didn't even notice that he was in Green Lantern uniform. Then it just looks fun, and they're taking bets on who's going to be the next Earth's Green Lantern, so I am totally into it. Next up, we got these 3 with that iteration, or like the newest iteration. I don't know if he's the newest. I'm not super up to date on comic books. Like, I get with ones I like, and most of the time they end up being like in the 90s or early 2000s storylines, or later, or I don't know. I get ones I like that look interesting to me, so storyline-wise, I'm not sure where we're at with Green Lantern. Let's go through these in order, shall we? I mean, these were all posted after I was alive, so there's that. This was posted in the year that I first became alive, so that's fun. Let's look at Deus Ex Machina for Green Lantern. Looks like there's some torture stuff going on. Looks fun. Into it. Then we have, from 2001, we have Green Lantern To Have and To Hold. I don't know if she's supposed to be She-Hulk or just some other green chick in the DC. Well, you know what? She-Hulk is in Marvel, so that would not be her. I don't know who this green chick is in the DC universe, but that picture's being torn. Some drama is happening. Oh boy, can't wait to check that one out. And then from 1999, we have Green Lantern Hunted. There's some violence going on there. We got 2 Green Lanterns. Oh boy, can't wait for that one. But there we go. That is my comic book haul and second time of filming this ending because my camera decided to stop filming right after I mentioned Flinch. Honestly, I did not go with the intent of getting so many comic books at that little convention. I wanted to get a Gerard Way comic book that they had, and it was one of the Umbrella Academy ones, and it had a little mask that came with it for like a collector's edition. And I was going to buy that. I scrounged up all my change. I knew what he wanted because we had asked the day before. And then I go and he changed his price and added tax at a convention. Like, who adds tax at a comic book convention? Like, usually the prices are set. But not only did he raise his price, he also added tax to raise it even higher. Like, bro, this isn't a shop. This is a convention. I get it. Get that coin, man. But damn, if you're going to tell me a price, stick to it. Anyway, as you can see, I did not end up getting that Gerard Way comic book, and in turn, I got all of these. So thanks, comic book guy. This is partially your fault. Like I said, that's all I've got for you guys today. If you read comic books, what's your favorite comic book? Who's your favorite comic book hero, villain? Like, all of that fun stuff. You want to fight Marvel versus DC? Sure. Square up, bruh. I think DC has like reign on cartoons, like their cartoons are magnificent, and I think Marvel has the reins on like live action movies. Their live action movies are pretty popular and awesome. I mean, I haven't seen the last few, but I still need to see Infinity War. Anyway, that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you have a lovely day / night, and I'll see you later.